Hey everyone, my name is Thomas. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to do something a little bit different. I was recently contacted by a filament company called Fixdry, and they asked me if I wanted to promote some of their products. So I said, sure, why not? So they went ahead and sent me a 1 kilogram spool of their multicolored filaments, PLA, 1.75 diameter. So let's take a look at it and see what the filament looks like. Okay. And also I will have the link for Fixdry in the description below, and I will also have that pinned in the comments below as well. So okay, when you get the package, it comes wrapped in bubble wrap, which is good to help protect it from getting squished or anything like that. And it also comes vacuum sealed, which is good to help to protect it so it doesn't dry out or get really wet. Fixdry also has filament dryers. I personally don't need to use any because of the location where I live, so I really don't need those. Okay, so my first opinion about the spool is a multicolor one. So I see blue and I see green, and I believe there might be some orange in there as well because I can faintly see it. So my initial opinions are pretty good. The spool got a little banged up on the outside, but that really shouldn't interfere with any of the printing. So they're suggesting the print temperature between 190 and 220. I normally run my film when I'm printing at 215, and I run the bed at 65. I know it's a little bit warmer, but I may knock the temperature down if I need to, because I've never used this kind of filament before. I used another brand. So what I'm going to print is a Super Mario question mark block, and I'm going to use that for my 3D printing tools, like the wrenches, the little needle that you use to clean out if you have a clog in there. So I'm going to print that out. It's going to be 150 by 150 by 150 millimeters, so which is going to be a good size. So then we'll get a good idea of all the color scheme that is available in this multi-color filament. I personally never used multicolored filaments before, so this is going to be a first for me too, but I'm kind of excited to see how it turns out, because I believe with all the multicolors, I think it's going to make the print really shine. And also another thing is I noticed that the filament has a bit of a shine to it too, which is pretty cool, but it could be just the plastic as well. So that's all for right now. I'm going to prepare my file to be printed. I will have the link for Fixdry pinned in the comments, and I'll also have that in the description as well, so you can go ahead and click on that and you can check them out. Okay, some initial thoughts about when I was loading it into my printer. I noticed that the spool is very nicely tightly wound, which is good to prevent any kind of tangling. So far it looks good on as the first couple layers go through. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have any issues with tangling. So I have my file ready to go. It is, like I said, it's the Super Mario Brothers question mark block, 150 by 150 by 150, and it's also going to have a lid to it, so I'm going to use that to put some tools in. So it should take about 17 hours and 50 minutes going at 5% infill. I really don't need it to be the infill to be that high, because it's just going to be used to store stuff in. So if you give me a few minutes, I'll get this print going. Okay, so I got the print going. I'm still messing with the settings, trying to figure out like the speed. I had to adjust the Z-axis a little bit, but I think I got it going at 85 millimeters a second, which is it 85? Yeah, I've got it going to 85 millimeters per second, which is good. And I knocked the Z-axis down a little bit, so it's looking a whole lot better. So hang on a second, you can take a look at what we got so far. There you go, it's laying nice and smooth now. Like I said, just ignore the parts that look really bad. I personally really don't care about the first few layers, because it's just going to get covered by the item itself. Because I know I'm going to be pulling that stuff off anyway. That's just support and the raft support and other stuff like that. So that doesn't bother me. What really matters to me is how the print turns out. So we'll find out in about 17, almost 18 hours to see how this looks. I'm hoping it turns out really nice. Thank you for watching.